Hey Collective, Starseed, Lightworker, Twin Flame and Soulmates. Welcome to Lorraine Rangi's Tarot. Now just before I bust a move, I'd just like to say I offer 100% money back guarantee for image readings, tarot readings, also the programs, as well as counselling and mentoring, plus advice to help you with union with self and union with your person. Check the details in the description box below this video. So let's deep dive and let's get in there and let's see what messages the cards have for you. Alright. Okay, so you were coming in with the Hierophant guy and you were also coming in with the Fool card here in your reading. Okay, so you are coming in with your person, what it talks about here. See, what I'm actually picking up when it comes to your person in terms of this leap of faith, what it talks about there in your reading, it's about your person, it's about their self-worth, self-confidence here, their self-esteem here in your reading. See, it is coming in as relationships, the relationships that your person built here. Because it is coming in as here in your reading, what I pick up here, it's about the truth about your person and their reality here, and the truth about the people in their environment. That's how this is coming in. And it's got to do with, here in your reading, I do get it here, a lot of how your person behaves, their self-worth, their self-confidence here comes from others. It doesn't actually come from your person here, or may have in the beginning, but because your person has some kind of social standing here, what it talks about there in your reading, it's almost like your person is just pulling back from certain things here. So it's like they have to analyze it here. Why do they have relationships with certain people? That's what it talks about here. Why did I make relationships with these people here? Because it kind of comes in here in your reading is for your person is trying to figure out here. But I do get they already know that their self-worth, self-confidence comes from others. That's what this reading is talking about. So in terms of the Fool card here, it's like your person is just stepping back from certain things here so that they can work on their own self-confidence is what it talks about, their self-worth. That's what I'm also picking up here in your reading. Yeah, of course, you could very well be that motivating factor behind why your person is doing what they're doing here. See, it's about the both of you. It's like you both need that strength, that self-confidence to actually go towards each other. Because you could very well be coming in as the Fool card here. See, it's like your person's, well, I don't know if it comes in that way, but it's like, okay, I'm going to give this a go and see where it goes. I'm going to actually work on me and I'm going to see how that changes my life. It's kind of coming in that way here, Collective. I want to find my inner happiness. I want to find what makes me happy here, what truly makes me happy. I also get here is that your person is focused on themselves here. Yeah. Yes, of course, this is what it can talk about here in your reading. It's almost like so that your person can have the freedom. That's what it's getting. That's what I'm getting. So they can have the freedom to make the choice that they're wanting to make. It also comes in as ending out a past way of doing things here. A lot of it has to do with relationships here for your person. This could be friends. This could also be family, can also be intimate partners here in your reading, and your person just taking a step back. And it's like evaluating here what's important and what's not important here, what means a lot, what doesn't, and why. You know, why do I find that I'm attached to certain things? Why do certain things motivate me here? It's coming in like, it's like a reassessment, a recharge, a restart for your person. You know, it's also coming in as your person, it's like they've taken a step back from their social standing, their social clique here. It's coming in that way as well. Yeah, like to find themselves again, to figure out who they are. Coming in that way as well here, collective. It is coming in as wanting to be better here. And what I mean by wanting to be better here, what it can talk about there in your reading is your person's patterns and habits. I do get here for your person, it's one day at a time, one step at a time. Yeah. It's like finding that inner happiness here. That's what I'm getting here in your reading. Alright, so let's move on. So you have the Star card. You also have the Chariot. And you have the Hanged Man card here in your reading. What I do get here, and so in terms of challenges and obstacles here in your reading, it is coming in as your person. So there is an element of doubt here, that what they are doing is going to make a difference. It does prove to be a little bit awkward for your person. Like I said, they've pulled back from certain relationships and also some kind of social standing here. So they've kind of pulled back from that as well, as what I'm also picking up here. But it is small steps here. That's what it's also talking about here in your reading. See, it's about where they want to be, where they want to go, where they see themselves. Coming in with the Star card and the Chariot. But there's doubt here for your person. They do doubt that. Yeah. Is it possible? Can I really do it that way? Can I really achieve success and ultimate abundance if I focus on my happiness? But it's like, so what is my happiness here? What does make me happy? See, coming in with the Hanged Man card for your person, what I get there is that it's always been a certain way for your person. It has always, it's like they've always had this awkwardness about them, which is why other people were important to your person. That's also coming in here in your reading. But to do things for themselves and purely for themselves off their own bat here, to think that they can, you know, the freedom to think for themselves, hence the Fool's card, the Fool's journey here in your reading. There is an element of doubt in your person's mind. Yet, they do get it, they do realize it here, they know that they can do it here. But a lot of what your person is going through at this time in terms of people around them and their environment here, that can be quite uncomfortable for your person, and it can be quite unsettling for your person as well, which once again it makes it awkward for your person. And so what I get there in your reading, it's an obstacle and a challenge for your person to speak their truth, to say, oh look, I don't do that anymore. You know, that's what I'm getting with the Hanged Man card. Oh, I don't eat chocolate anymore. I don't eat it that much anymore. It's coming in that way here in your reading as well here. You know, a small thing for your person, well, it's a big thing, but a small thing would be to stop eating chocolate here. That still creates doubt in your person's mind. So obviously here, collective, your person is still there are times in your person's daily life here where things become uncomfortable, and the chocolate is what brings in comfort for your person. Or there may be situations that they're in and it proves to be unsettling. It may even upset your person, is what I'm getting here in your reading. See, I get with the Chariot card for your person, it's hard to focus. It's hard to concentrate on what they need to do in terms of making that conscious effort here. To actually focus on themselves, but it also comes in as learning to trust their inner knowing, their internal compass. That too, see, there is still doubt in that, and that they know what's best for them here, because they still need to learn to trust that they know what's best for them here. And there's also that element here of, so they get certain ideas here in your reading, but what it talks about here is that they have to put it into action, is what it's talking about here. And they do find that awkward here in your reading, to trust and to follow their internal compass. So there is a hell of a lot of learning here that your person is going through at this time. But a lot of it has to do with here is to have that strength and courage, is what I'm getting, to actually follow it through here, to trust in themselves here. To open their mind is another way in which it's coming in. To open their mind to new ways of doing things here. Not so much new possibilities, but there is another way in which certain things can be done, or another way in which you can achieve success here. And coming in with the Star card, I do get there in your reading, well, you know, these three cards pertain to both you and your person, but let me just keep going on with what I get from your person here. So with the Star card, what it talks about there in your reading, it's the end point for your person. It's where they want to be here. And see, I normally talk about the Star card coming in after a Tower. So what I get there in your reading, like I said, it's like your person is building their self-worth, building their confidence, their strength here. They're pulling back from certain things, is what it's talking about here in your reading. Yeah, of course, they may have gone through a Tower moment. This is kind of coming in as for your person picking themselves up out of that slump here. And it does take time to build yourself here, guys, because you have to look at yourself, which hence why you were coming in with the Fool card here in your reading. I do get here your person, it's like reserves are low. That's what I'm getting. Their reserves are low. They've reached not so much the end of their tether here, it's like they're depleted. And so they have to fill those reserves, then also fill themselves up with love here, with what they love to do, happiness, being motivated and inspired here in your reading. So what it talks about here is that it's how they're going to rebuild their life. This is coming in as a rebuild. How they're going to rebuild their life here. It's a long path for your person, is what I want to say. But what your reading is talking about here, collective, is that they are determined to do that. Alright, so let's keep going here. So you have the Six of Cups, you have the Nine of Pentacles, and you also have the Five of Wands here in your reading. You know, like I said, this also pertains to you. So the Hanged Man card is definitely coming in as your person. Now what I get there, collective, it's your person. It's like they're saying to themselves, I've got to do all of that to get to you. It's like that. But it's not about, see, the Star card, they see you as the star, but the Star card is actually them. That's what it talks about here in your reading. Alright, So potentially here, what it talks about here in your reading, so you're coming in with the Six of Cups, you have the Nine of Pentacles, and you were also coming in with the Five of Wands here. And so what I pick up there in your reading, it's coming in as, well, potentially it's also about having that freedom, coming in with the Nine of Pentacles here, being independent here, being stable here in your reading, to choose or to make the choice that they want to make, potentially here. That is the potential outcome. Yeah, of course, you were coming in with the Five of Pentacles here, and so what it talks about there in your reading, potentially your person has to stay focused. They need to concentrate here, and they need to reach the goal that they are wanting to go towards. Now's not a time to come off their path or be persuaded or influenced by other people, is what it talks about. So once they get to a certain point here, coming in with the Nine of Pentacles, what I get there is that that's only the beginning. There are still obstacles here that your person needs to overcome here in your reading. And one of those obstacles could very well be facing adversity here in your reading. See, it comes in as when when your person does, potentially when they do hit a good point in their life, what it talks about there in your reading is that there's still that internal and external struggle that your person is going to go through, which is why they have to really focus on themselves over here. That they've got to come first now. It's got to be about them. You're coming in with selfless here in your reading. Yeah. See, can they be single? Do they want to be single? That's what it talks about here in your reading. See, the struggle here for your person is to actually like being by themselves. I do seem to think that may be one of the issues here potentially for your person here in your reading. Well, to do what they need to do and then to come away, as opposed to do what they need to do and develop patterns and habits, or get back into their patterns and habits here. I do get that, which all comes down to focusing on themselves here. Okay. So you have the Four of Wands, you have the Knight of Wands, and you are also coming in with the Three of Swords here in your reading. Oh. Yeah, of course, there's going to be external interference here. It does come in that way. You are coming in with 10 Wands here. So the advice here in your reading, what it talks about there is that, see, that Three of Swords is coming in for your person. It's actually coming in for the Hierophant guy here. See, what it talks about there in your reading, okay, what it's telling me there is that you can't go back to the past way of doing things. You're either going to fully invest in yourself here. That's what needs to happen. It's not so much fully investing in your person. What it does tell me here in your reading is that there is going to be competition, not so much for your person, but actually for you, the collective. it's like if you're going to be casual about this, then you're going to get a casual response here. That's what I'm picking up. So once again, it talks about focus, concentrate here, do the work that you need to do. This is both you and your person. Here, work on your self-confidence. Here, come out of that past, that lack mentality, the past program, all of that inclusive here. Okay, all right, I'm going to leave it there, collective, and thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you later. Bye.